at another DJ BrewTube beer review. That's right, it's two-fisted drinking time, guys. And you're saying, DJ, why are you two-fisted drinking two of the Alchemist out of Waterbury, Vermont, US of A, yay, Heady Topper? Why are you doing that, my brother? Well, because tonight we're going to have a special review. That's right, we're going to review Heady Topper Fresh and Heady Topper Cellared. That's right, like you saw from the title of this video. Yes, it is true. I am really going to review a Cellared can of Heady Topper. Now, both of them, of course, are DIPA. They're year-round servings. They both clock in at 8% ABV and 120 IBUs. Now, as you may or may not know, Heady Topper has been produced since 2003, and it's been one of the higher-rated beers ever since then. It was the #1 beer in the world for a while. Now, other sort of DIPAs have eclipsed it, but still, people love this beer, and I do too. Now, both of these cans, I believe both of them, were sent to me by my good buddy Dave at 1021 Brewing. Thanks to me and my brother for making this review possible. Well, excuse me, I kind of made this review possible. Why is that? Well, I forgot that I had this can in my refrigerator. It got stuffed back with other beer and things of that sort that were in the fridge, and it just got lost in the sauce. I know I've had this beer only a few days at time of recording, and I've had this one for a year, basically. So, I'm going to crack into these beers. We're going to start out with the fresh one. I'm going to tell you what's up with this. You know, in the past, I've given this beer #Hundies. I loved it. You know, it's using 6 different types of hop varieties. It uses their, I think it's Hercules or Goliath or something yeast that they have that, you know, has special, you know, I guess sort of esters and flavors to it. So, you know what, without further ado, let's get the top cracked on this bad boy and see if I'm still loving its 8% ABV and 120 IBU-ness. So, let's crack it. So just so you know, I've disturbed the bases of both of these cans so they'll both be equally mixed, so I'm not just getting like a clear top, because after a year sitting in the fridge, I'm sure it would have been totally clear coming out of the top and with chunks and stuff, Skittles maybe, out of the bottom. Damn, lovely hops coming out. There is our hazy, cloudy loveliness of the Heady coming out into the can. No matter what, this is going to be a fun night. So let's see what's up with the appearance of the fresh Heady. It's a hazy, sort of light yellow color. There's some streaming active bubbles coming up from the bottom. I can't see my hand through it. It's that New England beer. This is kind of the beer that started that haze bomb of New England. We got a solid 1-finger head of tightly packed around the sides, but soap sudsy at the top bubbles when I swirl it. We're going to get excellent glass lacing, not a surprise. And there are tons of alcohol legs, but take a look at that. Now, I've reviewed this beer fresh. I've reviewed it over time, but I've never done this. So, let's see what's up with the aroma fresh. I'm going to like it, I think, because I remember liking this fresh. Anyway, dive in. Big citrus, pine, dankness, herbaceous, up in your grill with hops, grapefruit pith, maybe a bit of orange and tangerine, a little bit of tropical stuff going on, but there's a lot of pine, a lot of dankness, aggressive citrus, not a hint of alcohol, smells lovely, smells like Heady Topper. See, I need beer, sounds like I'm going to be happy. Let's dive in. Cheers! Yeah, fresh Heady. Love it. Big hops, but still balanced. Citrusy, pithy citrus, pine, dankness, totally hidden 8%, 100% hidden 8%, super smooth, easy to crush for 8%. I've almost pounded this whole glass. Excellent glass lacing, as I knew it would be. Fresh, zippy, citrusy. Freaking delicious. So now, I'm liking that. I'll give you a grade a little bit. You can wait. Oh wait, let's taste this out of the can, because they say, you know, drink it out of the can and all that kind of stuff. About the same, a little more aggressive pine in the can, though I like it when it breathes and opens up a little bit out of the glass. So here's our new Heady. Now, let's open our year Cellared Heady. I don't know if this is going to be my favorite beer, but you know what? I'm going to drink it anyway, because it's a beer. And I got a lot of cooking to do still. So, let's pour this in the glass. Okay. Looking about the same. Head's forming nice. And that's because I disturbed it. I'm sure if I would not have disturbed this from the fridge, this would be probably pretty clear coming out. But it looks exactly the same. It's that, like, kind of dark straw color with a little bit of amber glance, solid one finger head, and active bubbles coming up from the bottom just like before. Going to be nice glass lacing, tons of alcohol legs. The head's actually a little tighter on this one. Might have been how I poured it, but anyways, take a look. You can see they look identical next to each other, but let's see if they smell the same. Diving in for the aroma. Much more muted aroma. I'm still getting pine. I'm getting a lot more citrus. I remember when I reviewed Heady over time, the pine receded and then citrus came up, and it kind of had like this wobbling effect sort of on the aroma. But there's actually some more like tropical notes going on in here, like maybe a little bit of mango. I don't know if that's the yeast that's attenuated that's done that. Not a hint of aroma and alcohol in the fresh or the cellared version. It's a lot like this aroma, but more muted and more tropical, fruity, maybe even a little pineapple. Smells really nice. Diving in. Cheers. Thanks a million, Dave, for both of these, and a year later, thanks again. Wow. Very fruity. Like, kind of peach fruity. There's still a decent bit of bitterness in there. Like mango-y, peachy stone fruit type thing going on. Maybe apricot. There's still some citrus and some pine bitterness in the back. The dankness is really toned down. Alcohol is non-existent. And there's some fruity taste in there as well that I can't pin down. A little tiny bit cardboarding, very, very slight. So I know that Heady Topper and the Alchemist, or when they, the Alchemist anyway, they have a dissolved oxygen meter, so they're really controlling all that, how many parts per million oxygen are going into this can. Obviously, they've done that. It really tastes like some people's fresh DIPA. It doesn't taste like fresh Heady, but if I didn't know what this was, I would think this is a pretty decent DIPA. Still super crushable, super drinkable. Really no like crazy off flavors. It's just not as hop aggressive. It tastes like, I don't know, maybe like a hopped up wheat beer in some ways. I don't know if they use wheat malt in this or not, but if they do, that's kind of like what it's tasting like. And it's almost like a lemony flavor of the hops. Like the citrus is coming off a lot. It's like lemon juice. You know, like you drink the bottled lemon juice that's pretty bitter. It has that kind of taste to it. Not the fresh squeeze, but out of the bottle it's been sitting for a little while. So let's see what this one tastes like in comparison now I've been here. Oh, totally freaking different experience, man. It's big pine, citrus, aggressive hops, up in your grill, still totally hidden alcohol. A bigger bitterness profile than this has. This is really mellowed out, and the balance is like weighing over to the malt side of the force, and whereas this is totally balanced off to the hop side of the force. But man, it's really freaking cool comparison. So, alright, I guess I gotta grade it. You know, rate beer, beer advocate, giving this guy's hashtag Hundies. I don't remember what Untapped is. I'm sure they're upper 4 stars, you know, 4.5, whatever stars. But A pluses, you know, they're giving Heady when it's fresh. I'm giving this 99. You know what? I've given it 100 before, I'm getting 98. 99 is just talking to me. This is an A+ beer. It's Heady. I really like it. It's not a juice bomb, a New England juice bomb, but you know what? It's a recipe that stood the test of time, and I think it's still standing the test of time. Just an awesome, tasty brew. Now, this one. Let me take another drink of this, and we'll pass judgment. If I didn't know what this beer is, we're going to grade it like that first. As a Heady, we'll grade it as a Heady first. Anyway, grading this as a Heady first, this is going to like, I'd say B+ level, which still ain't that bad. If I was grading this as somebody else's DIPA, I might give it an A- because the alcohol is really well hidden. It's more like a balanced East Coast IPA, but there's still a lot of bitterness in this beer left, and so it hasn't really totally died down. So that tells me when they make this beer, they use a shit ton of hops when they make this, but this is amazingly tasty. I'm not going to have any trouble finish either of these cans. Well, I wouldn't anyway, but the taste is there. So if you guys have a Heady in your fridge for a year, fear not, even after a year, it's still, in my opinion, as Heady goes, it's gone to like the B+ level. So that's only losing a whole grade in a year. Now this was cellared in my fridge for a whole year. That does make a difference if it's under refrigerated conditions for that entire time. But anyways, fear not, we got an A+, and we got a B+, man. I'm happy, man. I can go up and do my cooking now, and you know what? Life is good. So, if you've done anything like this before, let me know, because I like the quid pro quo and the back and forth. If you just had Heady, let me know that, because that's awesome too. What's also awesome is that my buddy Dave sent this to me too, my man. Thanks a million. Made this cool review possible. Well, my forgetfulness probably facilitated the review, but you sending me 2 Headys made it possible. Anyway. Oh, also, yeah, it's really cool if you do what? Rate, comment, subscribe, smash the like button, think locally, drink locally, support the craft beer movement. You know how it goes around here. And you know what? I'm going to stop flapping my gums. I got more work to do. I'm going to drink these beers, be a happy dude tonight, and I don't know. I got to give you something big now. Oh, that's right, a big peace out!